Everyone's in trouble. Everyone is in trouble. You guys think I couldn't see your guys' comments? You guys think I wouldn't look at what happened, what you guys were saying before I got here? You guys think I wouldn't see that? All of you are in trouble. All of you. You guys, wait 1 second. Wait until I organize this. Oh, you guys. You guys think I don't see? Okay, I'm coming. You guys just wait. I will show to you. You will see. Oh, see? That's okay. Here we go. I don't know what it's gonna look like when I turn on the camera, but let's give it a go. Here we go. 1 second. All right. Don't laugh at what you see. It's so sad and pathetic. That's all right. That's all right. And I saw your guys' comments, so don't think you guys are not gonna get away with saying that, huh? Wait. Oh, we're gonna get down to the bottom of this, huh? Wait. Quiet. You guys think I didn't see? Watch. I'm gonna show you the comments. Here we go. What is this? What is this? Oh, she's doing her hair. Marcus? Naughty corner. Who else? Zelich. Maybe she's trying to tape trick to see we didn't notice. Oh. Zelich. Naughty corner. Who else? Who else did it? Who? Sapiens is good. Sapiens is like, no shade, life and technical difficulties. Thank you so much, Sapiens. But still, naughty corner for speculation. I object, Your Honor, to speculation. Don't speculate on me, guys. I'm not. Listen, I would never be late on purpose. Okay, that's not what happens. See, as Arabs, we don't try to be late. It just happens. It's not. Don't take it as any form of like whatever. You guys understand. 1 sec. Let me take this off. Okay, here we go. Stop. Okay, there we go. Clue says I was innocent this time. Well, I didn't go back far enough to know. Larry. Zelich, get you in that corner. Yeah. Hi, guys. Nice to see you guys. Catherine says it wasn't me. Catherine, it's never you. See, you are the angel of the channel. Everyone else speculating on me is not kind. That's not nice of you guys. I do the best that I can, okay? Wait. Let me 1 sec. I'm trying to get a little bit more light up in here. It's a little bit dark. Okay. Pardon me. I don't want to cough in your guys' ears. Okay. So I hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. I'm glad to see you all. I hope you guys are having a great week. I am having an okay week myself. It could be better. But we are all here and we cannot complain. Hi, Jacob. Hi, Will Call. Hi, Sapient. Hi, Joshua. Hi, Crew. Hi, Larry. Hi, Zelich. I know I'm saying hi to you after I already sent you to the Vatican. Hi, Dr. Dre. What's so bad about Barber movie? I don't know about any Barber movies. I don't know about Barber. But there is a Barbie movie out that I want to talk about. Hi, Fitz. Hello, D. Thomas. Hello, guys. Hello, Super Suka. And if you guys don't speak Russian, Super Suka means super whore. So people who don't speak Russian don't really understand what his name means. Hello, Hubs. Or is it Hubbies? I don't know. Hello, Beak. Hi, Robbie D. Hello, guys. Hello. All right, so let's begin, shall we? Let's begin because we are wasting time with all the formalities and all of the hellos and the welcomes. Let's begin. Let's get to what we came here for because let's not waste any time. Ready? I was online today and I was, you know, they have those shorts, right? So I was scrolling through the shorts and the online on the YouTubes, And I'm going to share this little clip with you all, and I want to see what your guys' opinion is, because apparently I am very mean and mean-spirited, and if you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say anything at all, right? That's what someone told me right now. So I want to get your guys' opinion. I figured, if you're going to insult me in the comment section, why not let my pride see what you're saying about their lioness? Because I don't appreciate that. Okay? Because I do my best to be honest. And I know honesty is not accepted in today's society very well, but I just want to be honest, and I don't want us to. Here we go. So here it is. I'm going to share my screen with you all. I found it, and I will show you guys the comments as well. Here we go. So here is this video. I'll play the sound so you guys can hear it, and then I will talk to you guys after.
Really does look exactly like the way the Barbie looks.
Whoa, this is so cute. They look adorable. Oh, wow.
Look at my booty in this little pencil skirt. Come on, Barbie. Barbie was out here.
It's like a classic look that I would actually want to wear in a modern day time. We could all see ourselves as Barbie, which was like my dream growing up. Barbie was such a big part of like our growing up and our lives.
Vintage Barbies are really expensive these days, but I think that if you have the option to just get an actual Barbie look that you can wear yourself, that could be even better. What? Really does look exact.
All right. So if you guys didn't see what I saw, I want to help you guys see what I see, okay? And I will give you some of the comments, and then you guys can see me getting insulted in the comments. But, honesty is not always the best policy, right? I get it. So, I'm looking at your guys' comments. Yeah, these are adult women. Adult women saying that they want to be Barbie, that they are so excited to look like Barbie. Larry, calm down. Larry says the big girl looks like Compton. I don't even know who that is, but all I know is that she ate Barbie. You all have no trigger alert. Exactly. And I'm going to show you why. Here we go. So I saw that little clip and I left a little commento, a little commenty. I mean, that's what the comment section is for now, isn't it? So I left my little my little 2 cents on the video, and here we go. I said, here's my comment here. I'll make it a screen big so you guys can see. One moment. Yeah. Can I make it even bigger? I'm sure I can. There we go. So here's my comment. I said, everyone knows the fat one looks nothing like Barbie. Can we all just be honest? Now, of course, you guys can imagine the comment that I received. I was told off in the comments saying that there's no need to be, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all, or what have you. This is what this person says to me. If you don't have anything nice to say, you can't say anything at all. And my thing is, you as a fat woman, you put yourself in that position to be judged by online, by the internet. And if you can't handle the responses, then you shouldn't have put yourself out there like that. Because one thing that we know is that Barbie is a drop dead blonde hottie, a 10, a 9 or a 10 on the attractiveness scale, right? Barbie, since she was a little Barbie, a little small baby Barbie, has always been cute, and then she flourished and developed into a hot, number 10, hot 10, drop dead, blonde, what have you. This fat woman, yes, this fat woman, she put on the same clothes as the Barbie doll and said, oh my gosh, it just feels so good to feel like Barbie. Barbie has been my dream forever. Oh my gosh, I feel like Barbie. And you know what I noticed too? I noticed that all the women that they had trying to look like Barbie looked nothing like Barbie. Now, when it came to attractiveness and being fat, The fat woman, of course, she was the least like Barbie out of all of them. But all of the other women were not blonde, not white, nothing that actually resembles the real Barbie. So my question to you all is, why are we forced to act like this is beautiful, or this is something great, and this is something, but it looks nothing like the Barbie? Do you know what I mean? Now, you men, you probably don't care about this topic because it's Barbie, of course, but it's not so much about Barbie, it's about the culture that we have in today's America. This culture that we have in today's America is one that is like 1984, and I tell you why. Because when someone tells me, Amira, you're going to go to a place and there's going to be women that look like Barbie there. They're going to be Barbie in real life size. Barbie in real life size. Never in my little mind, maybe I just have a squirrel brain. Maybe my brain is just too small or too stupid or too slow to understand what everyone's talking about. But if you told me you're going to take me to a place and show me Barbie in real life human size, I would expect a blonde. I would expect a thin, healthy looking body. I would expect tan skin, because that's what Barbie is. She's a white woman with a tan, blonde hair, blue eyes. That's what I would expect. And what they gave us was an insult to Barbie. They gave us this fat woman who put on the same outfit as they put on a Barbie and said, "Oh, you look like Barbie now." And if I say that in the comments, then I get attacked. I'm the one who's wrong. I'm the one who's, "Oh, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all." Do you mean if I don't follow along with the lie, then don't say anything at all? Now, let's be real. This is just a very small example of a bigger issue. That's what I'm trying to explain to you guys. To me, it's a smaller example of a bigger issue. Because the real issue is that we aren't allowed to see things the way that they are. We're supposed to act like we see something that we don't. Does that make sense? We're supposed to act like we see something that is not there. And I am not mentally unstable. I am not delusional by any means. So when I see that, and I pointed out that this has nothing to do with the real Barbie, and the other women were pretty, the other black women were pretty, but obviously they weren't like Barbie. Now, there have been black Barbies, and they didn't put up a picture of a black Barbie and then put the black woman next to the black Barbie and say this is it. They were using the blonde hair, blue-eyed Barbie, and then having a black woman next to her say, "Oh, she looks like Barbie. The clothes look great on the black woman. She actually was very pretty, but she didn't look like Barbie, of course." And it's the same thing that they did with Ariel, with the Little Mermaid. We're supposed to not see what we see. We're supposed to act like, and I believe that this is part of the mental training. And you guys may think I'm getting a little bit too deep in this. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. You guys may think I'm getting a little bit too deep into this, but to me, everything starts off small and then it gets slowly bigger, gets gradually bigger. So it may start off with telling you, act like what you saw from the past doesn't exist, and this is the new Barbie. The new Barbie is black, the new Barbie is fat, the new Barbie is what have you. Act like you don't know what the real Barbie was before. We don't know the real Barbie. She was blonde hair, blue eyes, but that's not true anymore. See, your history in your mind from when you were a little kid is not real. That's not real. Barbie is actually this. Little Mermaid, that's not real. No. Little Mermaid was never some porcelain white-skinned woman with beautiful red hair. No. Shh. She was a black woman with dreadlocks and braids. Shh. And to me, it's just mental training on teaching people to not remember things anymore. Don't remember what it actually originally was. Don't remember the origins of things. Let's just rewrite everything. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, that was just something I wanted to share with you guys, because online I do get I do get quite a bit of pushback for things that I say, and the other thing that I'm getting pushback for right now online, and I don't know if I want to share it with you guys, but I'll share it with you anyway, because I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of you guys seeing me however you want. You guys can see me how you want. I don't mind. I'm not afraid. So I'll show this to you. I'm getting pushed. Oops. Okay, I'm going to share it right now. Okay, I'm getting pushback for this video. Here we go. So this is a mother and daughter combo that I love watching online. They do a lot of shorts. And this is their video. One sec. Let me take off the comments. Here we go.
Ways I tell my daughter that her outfit is way too revealing. Instead of wearing two short pieces, why don't you wear one short, one long, or one long, one short? Girl, that is not it. That's not it at all. You're cute, but no. That's cute, but where are you going? Where are you going? I need to know. Like, you're going to the beach, that's appropriate. Like, you can't go to the grocery store looking like that, baby. I actually think that this piece of article would definitely complement this outfit a lot more. Theory. Baby girl, we're going to have to talk.
So, if you guys don't understand what was going on here, it was a mother trying to tell her daughter that she was dressed inappropriately, but she tells her in ways that don't create conflict or, I guess, tension in the household. Americans, you guys deal with that. Americans are so sweet to their kids, but culturally, this is where a lot of cultural difference come in, because in our culture, we don't have our parents trying to soften things like that. We don't have our parents trying to say, oh, I'll say it in a way so it doesn't hurt your feelings. Our parents are brutal with us. They're just brutally honest. They don't care. So I respect and commend Americans for trying to be sweet and caring about the feelings of their kid or what have you. For us, it's a completely different story. Now, in this case, why would this be contentious, Amira? Why is this a fight? I'll tell you why. Because in the comments, the good old comments, I will show you what happened. I don't know how I can find it. Okay, here it is. Okay, well, oh gosh. Here we are. So here's the comment, and I'll show you guys my responses yet again. So the comment is from a Larissa. She says, wow, that's so much better than what I've been told before. I was fully covered, just wearing skin tight black, but that's it. Everything, including my freaking collarbones and ankles, were covered. I've been told by my father that I'm going out literally asking to be raped and walking around dressed like a hooker. That's expecting it. I was 22, not even like freshly 18 or younger. Regardless, no excuses to speak to someone like that. That was her comment, because she says that it's not right for a man to tell a woman that she is going to be sexually assaulted just because of the way that she's dressed. Now, I commented like I always do, and here was my comment. My comment is this. I said, I kind of understand you, but the older generations would say that to make us think about how we're perceived by others. Like, what messages are we telling the world with our clothing choices? And yes, I know rape is not a crime of attraction or love. It is a crime of anger and dominance. And even girls covered head to toe in loose clothing have had it happen to them. But it's just like revealing clothes makes it seem like you are seeking attention, no matter how bad that attention might be. So that was my comment. That was my response. And I'm going to tell you guys what was followed by that. Now, another woman came on, one of these extremely left people. You know, they use all these buzzwords like victim blame, slut shame. I don't know. You guys know I don't use this kind of terminologies because I'm not dumb. But here we are. She came to me and she commented, 1 minute, let me pull up her exact comment. Here she is. Okay. She says, It is that because it's not seeking to be raped. If something were to happen to her at any point, she knows that her own father already said that she was quote unquote looking for it, and it's her fault. You're excusing disgusting victim blaming language. That's what she said to me. I am excusing disgusting victim blaming language. You guys already know how I responded, right? I mean, you guys know me by now, right? You guys know who I am. You guys, there's no surprises. You guys understand. But here we are. I want to give you guys my response to her. I said, clearly, you are triggered and didn't read my message with an open mind. You can dismiss all advice from elders as victim blaming or whatever else you said. I said, and I'll say it again, that I'm trying to understand why elders said this to girls. And I speculate that it is to try to make us more aware of the possible messages that we send to the opposite sex with our clothing expressions. I said, please, let's not all act like certain clothing doesn't send certain messages. I understand it's everyone's choice to control themselves, but the elders wanted women to do their part in trying to create a less sexually motivated environment. Everybody has I'm sorry, I'll just keep saying what I said because I was going to like explain that to you, but whatever. I'll just keep on to what I said. So I said, the elders wanted to make sure that women were doing their part in trying to create a less sexually motivated environment. One of the ways to do that is to force people to see your face, personality, and character, rather than having your skin and body out on display like a meat market. I'm not certain how telling young women that you care for to always keep in mind that bad people exist. How is that victim blaming? And I put in quotes. And the woman, as you guys know, she went on to talk about slut shaming and how, you know, it's never a woman's fault and so on and so forth. And I want to speak to you guys about this because why is it that we are not allowed to say the truth? The truth is, who was it? Dave Chappelle said it once. Dave Chappelle said, if a man goes out dressed like a police officer, people are going to come to him seeking help for things. They're going to say, oh, police officer, Mr. Officer, please help me. And he can turn around and say, oh, don't come to me for help. I'm not a police officer. Then why are you dressed like one? This is the same thing with women. And I don't understand why there's this culture in America where you can't say anything. A woman is never responsible for anything. Now, the woman could be walking around outside naked, breasts flailing in the wind, and no one can say anything because that is her freedom to do so. And if a man touches her, that's his choice. You're right, it is his choice. But you, as a woman, create an environment that you're not prepared to accept the consequences for when you do things like that. And then you expect that you're always going to be innocent. You're always the victim. You're never the person who had any part. And I know a lot of women, especially today, because women have been indoctrinated to think that they can do whatever they want and whatever consequences come is not their fault. It's because other people just chose to do whatever. I believe the environments that we create around us have an effect. It can have an effect on what's going to happen in the future. If I dress a certain way, it doesn't mean that I'm going to be great or not great. But one thing I don't want to do is to even stimulate a person in that way, to even have those kind of thoughts in the first place. And I get it. You know, other people will say, you know, men can get stimulated by themselves. They don't need a woman to really even be naked. There are men that can look at a woman wearing a trash bag and say, oh my gosh, you just see those hips sway under the trash bag. And, you know, if a man wants to see something sexual, he'll find a way to see something sexual in his head, right? These are extreme cases, in my view. Men who are just turned on for no reason and looking for a way to violate women. I believe that this is a very extreme case that a lot of people in society, they try to use that as the more common thing. The more common thing, I believe, is when you see a woman who is dressed a certain way, is that she looks looser, she looks more open to the opportunities of like, you know, sexual encounters. She looks more open to it. It's almost as if When you see a married women tend to dress a certain way because they're married. So women tend to dress a certain way when they're married or when they're taken versus when they're out there single and they're looking for a man. They're looking for a mate. They're out there. They want to show themselves more. This is what you see in American culture. You see that women dress a certain way when they're trying to look for a man. And women, when they're married, they dress a certain way. When you go to court, you dress a certain way because that is not proper. I don't know. Why am I explaining this to grown people? I have no idea. But am I wrong? I'm asking you guys. Do you guys believe that I am wrong, that I am so-called victim blaming because I believe that women have a duty to create the environment around them that they prefer? You know, of course, bad things can happen no matter what, but we all are responsible for the messages that we send out into the world. When we go outside, all of us are sending messages to the world. If a man dressed like he works in construction, people are going to think he works in construction. If you're a lawyer and you're wearing reflective clothing all the time and a hard hat, of course, people are going to say, are you sure you're a lawyer? You're always wearing reflective clothing and a hard hat. So I believe that we all should aim to be more dignified, I would say. Why don't we all aim for dignity, to be women of culture, of class, instead of trying to fight for the right to walk outside with your breasts swinging in the wind? I don't see men trying to just fighting for the right to go outside with their balls swinging in the wind. I don't see men doing that. But women out here will do that, fighting for the right. Free the nipple. But if a man says the same thing, free the acorns, free the jingle balls, free the... Oh, that's men being perverted. Why are you trying to force your sexuality on us? You men, why are you trying to force your sexuality on us? We don't want to see your jingle balls. We don't want to see that. We're not interested. But if us as society, we say, women, free the nipple. This is not okay. We don't want to see that. Put it away. Victim blaming, victim shaming. You're forcing us to cover up because of what men might do. No, we don't want to see it the majority of the time because the majority of people don't have perfect bodies. The majority of people have cellulite, stretch marks, loose skin. Things are going on. Most of us don't want to see it. That is for you and your husband. We don't need to see that. Oh, anyway. I'm ranting. This was not supposed to be a rant. This is supposed to be a nice conversation of us talking about culture today. And it turned into this. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. I am looking at your comments now. Clue says, stop cyberbullying us. Linus, look, the woman, when she says that, when she uses these buzz terms, these liberal buzz terms that are very common now, and a lot of people feel very smart when they use them, like victim shaming. It sounds like something so big and so like smart and so like, what's it called, scientifically studied. That's what it seems like. People feel so smart. And this is why I tell you, these gender courses in colleges and universities, this is what they are teaching. I know because I took one. I took a course in university. It was what's it called? Not the electors. You guys understand my English, whatever. It was a class that's not required, but you can take it to get extra credits. So I took this course. This course, I'll tell you the name of it. It was called Class, Race, and Gender Intersections. The intersections between class, race, and gender in our society. That's what it was called. That was the course. The intersections of class, race, and gender in our American society. I took this course not knowing that it was a feminist course, not knowing that it was a course that was telling me as an Arab woman how much of a victim I am, because that's what they did. Now, remind you, when I was in university, I wore hijab. I wore hijab to school. So me as a hijabi woman, in this course, in this class, they were telling me how much of a victim I am, and telling me that, oh, Arab women, see, they didn't expect any pushback from a real Arab woman, but they were coming and saying, Arab women, they aren't allowed to wear what they want. They are forced to wear these like trash bags over them. They are forced to cover their hair. They're forced to cover their face. We must remember those Arab women when we think about feminism in today's world. And I said, hi, excuse me, hi, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. Wrong. Respectively wrong. And the reason I say you're wrong, thank you, Fionn, elective. Thank you so much. The reason I say you're wrong is because the majority of Middle Eastern countries aren't forcing the people to do this. The majority aren't. Yes, there are Iran, they force them, but Iranians are not us. Iranians, they're not Arabs. They're not like us. There's different people. You may use Saudi Arabia. Everybody uses Saudi Arabia as an example just because Saudi Arabia has strict rules. So they think all of the Middle East is like Saudi Arabia, which is not true. In our Arabian, Middle Eastern, Muslim countries, the majority of them, women aren't forced to do that. It is culture. It is cultural. And families will say, like, if your daughter covers up and she's modest, that she's seen as a better girl. She's seen as a person who's following the deen, the religion, properly. That's what it says. That's why women do it. It's because they want to follow their religion. It's because they want to be modest. They want to bring as least attention to themselves as possible, and that's what they do. Women who cover their faces, the majority of the women who cover their faces, are not being forced to do so. This is not a requirement in any country to cover your face. Women do that as an extreme form of worship, and people don't understand that. Westerners look at us and they're like, oh, you guys are so oppressed. You guys are so this. I think it's more oppressing to try to talk when I say, I think for my daughter, I'm going to command respect for herself. She's not going to go outside with her skin out. I'm not going to let her have her breasts out. She's not going outside with her butt cheeks hanging out of a mini skirt. She's not going to go out these certain ways because I want her to respect herself. And what I'm going to be considered is a victim blamer, victim shamer, slut shamer. Okay. Well, so that was that. I'm done. Well, no, I'm not done yet, but soon enough, I'll be done ranting. Terry says, men in the U.S. need to have their rightful ego, like Mr. S. We will not bring up Mr. S on my channel, please. We will not do that. You guys don't know who Mr. S is? You guys stop. Larry, you better not say anything. Mr. S is not someone we're going to bring up on my channel. Lepo says, it has gender in its name. I would have been really suspicious straight away. Now, you have to remember, this was pre-Trump. This was right before Trump. So I didn't know. I mean, I was still kind of not even liberal, but I was more accepting to hearing people out at that time of like, what do you mean? What do you mean a gender war? What do you mean this? What do you mean? I was more, like curious, if anything. And I didn't understand what the aim was at that time. Now that I understand it, now I understand what the aim is going. Now I'm like, I would never. But you know what? It's good for us to take courses like that as conservatives, as people with logical minds. We shouldn't be afraid to see what they are teaching us, or trying to teach us, or trying to push onto us. We shouldn't be afraid to do it. So, yeah. Jason says, Mr. S, do explain. This sounds interesting. Jason, you listen. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Sapien says, don't get me wrong, truth is beauty. That's why I'm here. Do you understand how offensive that is, Sapient? Do you understand how offensive that is for me as so far, I have not seen you guys get upset about what I'm saying. So far, I could have missed a comment, but so far I have not seen you guys get upset. And why aren't you guys upset? this is my question to you guys. When you say truth is beauty, why aren't you guys upset? Because clearly what I said was offensive, wasn't it? The fat woman doesn't look like Barbie. She doesn't. Is that not true? It's the truth. Barbie was never known to be overweight and sloppy looking. She didn't have a body like a sack of potatoes. She had a fit body. And her husband was even more fit. So, for me saying the truth, it's offensive. And so, does that mean that if truth is beauty, that lies is ugliness? Lies are ugly? Because from what I've seen, is that truth is more ugly in this world right now. I believe lies are more pretty. Lies are more beautiful. Lies make you feel better. Lies, they help with your self-esteem. I should say that. Lies help with the self-esteem. Because if you look at all the comments, here, I wanna give you guys a peek of what I saw. If you look at the comments on this Barbie thing, oh my God, you guys are gonna love this. Watch. Look at the comments on this Barbie thing. Ignore my comment, my ignorant comment, right? Telling the truth. Here's the comments on the Barbie video talking about these women that look nothing like Barbie. The pink one may have been my favorite. It looks just absolutely gorgeous on her. Now, they were talking about the black girl. Now, the black girl did look very pretty, and especially in those clothes. But did she look like Barbie, which was the intent of this? No. But it's okay. Somebody said, all the outfits are so pretty. There's nothing wrong with that. This person says, first of all, y'all look gorgeous. Y'all look gorgeous. To be honest, if we were really going to be honest with ourselves, the real comment would have said, two of you look gorgeous. Two of you look very gorgeous. And one of you looks like the clothes aren't fitting you right because she's so fat. But nonetheless, people said gorgeous. And my question, what is real gorgeous anymore? If everything is gorgeous, if everyone is so beautiful and gorgeous and stunning and brave, what is real beauty now? What is really beautiful? Because if people are saying that to what I saw there, that woman, the fat one, saying that she's so gorgeous, and she's including that fat one in the group with all the pretty girls, what is really gorgeous now? I hate this world. I hate it. I hate it so much that people call everything gorgeous. Everything is just so gorgeous and also stunning and so beautiful and brave. I understand people want to make other people feel good, but you don't need to exaggerate that much. We don't need to exaggerate that much. Yeah, well, Suka Billet, Suka Billet, Suka Billet. You don't need to exaggerate that much. Suka says which one is gorgeous. I'm assuming the black one, the black girl. She's very pretty. She's very pretty. She doesn't look like Barbie, but she is pretty. So maybe they were speaking about her because she's the only thing that's close to pretty on that screen when I saw the video, the clip. Sapient says it's subjective. It's such a basic question and answer. You would think it's subjective, but beauty is not subjective, Sapient. In some ways, yes, it is. But when we get down to the foundations of what is beauty and what is ugly, this is not subjective. Even babies know what beauty is. There has been studies to show that babies will stare longer at a woman who is considered beautiful versus other people. Babies even know what beauty is. Do you think that they have been indoctrinated to know, oh, this is all subjective, or this is... No, they know what it is because there is a standard of beauty, whether we like it or not. And things that are beautiful tend to stand out. Things that are beautiful or gorgeous or stunning are things that are not common. These are mostly things that are not common in everyday life. This is why they're so gorgeous. And beauty is objective universally. I believe so too. I believe because we all, if we're going to be honest with ourselves, if we all were honest, we all know what is beautiful. We all know what beauty is, but we're afraid to say it because we don't want to hurt people's feelings, because everybody has a right to feel beautiful. No, you don't. I mean, why is it that the world, in the past, let's go back 100 years, people were so honest with one another. Even families, they would have daughter, they would have, five daughters. One of them is not as beautiful as the rest of them, and they would tell her, you weren't born with the best looks, but we're going to make sure that you have the skills to be, considered something. You're going to have skills. You didn't get the best looks, but you're going to have skills. We're going to give you something else. We're going to market you in a way. In today's world, you can have five daughters, one of them looks horrendous, and you're going to say all of them are gorgeous. Oh, they're all gorgeous. I think you're doing a disservice. I think just be honest with ourselves. But whatever. I guess it's not right, because we all need to feel beautiful, and everybody has something that's beautiful about them, I guess. That's it's wired into our brains. That's what I think. I think that beauty is wired into our brains. Out of millennia of humans evolving, we have an idea of what is considered beautiful, and the best genes or the superior genes of our race. We know what they are. And I think when people say it's subjective, I think they're talking about cultural standards of beauty. Like, how Asians, they love really pale skin. They think if you don't have really pale skin, that you're not cute, that you're not pretty. Now, that is a standard of beauty that is subjective culturally. That's different. But when we look at people in general, we can look at a person and say, is this person beautiful? And then you can say, they're not beautiful, maybe they're average. Or maybe, they didn't get the best looks, Or you would look at them and say, yes, that person, you would never see a girl that looks like that very often. When you see this girl, it's very uncommon. She has very uncommon look, and it's very gorgeous on her. I don't know. Like Middle East, we have different standard of beauty as well. We love really big eyes. If you have really big eyes, we love you. Sharon says, they put up selfies to get compliments. Oh my God, Sharon. You know what? That is a great point. That is a great point of how the standard of beauty, the beauty attention, I guess, runs today in today's modern world, right? We have people who are either average or even below average, who go online, post pictures and selfies with highly filtered pictures, what have you, possibly loads of makeup, possibly what have you, go online, post pictures online onto Instagram, begging for likes, hoping to get likes on their pictures. And this skews the person's mentality to think, I am gorgeous, I am beautiful, people like my pictures. Do you guys think? I don't know. Seems like I could just enter a beauty pageant and win, since I am holding one of the cards by default. Did you guys know something else? Italy. Italy is based. Italy has recently banned people who are not born with vaginas from entering into female beauty pageants. You cannot be a female beauty pageant competitor, member, winner, if you were not born with a vagina. They said only biological women can enter this, and I love it. I wonder what America is doing. I wonder what America's standards are for beauty pageants. I don't know, because I don't care about beauty pageants. But I wonder what America's are. I wonder if we are allowing men to enter that sector as well. Fionn says selfies, fishing for compliments. I agree. I agree. So I agree so badly. I agree so badly, because if you don't get any likes, you're going to be upset. I've seen people who says, "Oh, if I don't get any likes, I'm taking down the picture." It's like, So you posted the picture so that people can awe and ooh over it. And then when it doesn't get awe and oohed over, you gotta try again. Go back to the scratching board. I don't have social media. This is the only thing I have. I have YouTube, of course. But I don't have social media. No, no Facebook, Instagram, what snaps this, or what's the other ones? I don't even know. There's lots of them, but I don't have it. Why? Because I have a real life and I'm married. So I don't have a reason to sit there and look online. And I've seen so many women who are married and still do this, but whatever, whatever. But women will have their own excuses for it because they'll say, I do it because I want to post pictures of the kids so that the family can see. Or I do it because just because I'm married doesn't mean I can't have social media. I don't know. TikTok has crazy filters. You guys remember what we did like 2 streams ago? You guys remember when we did that, when we went through those videos where women were taking off their makeup or putting on makeup and their whole face changes? Like, you shouldn't wash your face off, your makeup off at night and turn into a different person, a whole different race of a person. Like, I've washed my face before on my channel. I did it on my bigger channel, and I had it up. Gosh, I should do it again. But I wanted, like, when I see that, I'm like, do I change that much when I take off my makeup? Because that is scary. I look at that, I'm like, that is scary, very scary. Hi, Keela. He says he's at work. Wait, are you at the strip club, Keela? Don't you work at the strip club? He says honesty isn't bigotry. Well, I guess. I mean, I don't know how to respond to that. Yeah, it's an ego boost and validation. Yes, I know, I know. But that's because a lot of us didn't get enough love in our childhoods. But that's okay. That's okay. They like the attention. I know. I know. I get it. It's sad. It's sad. Fiance, social media is largely the seeking and acceptance of validation. Oh, acceptance and validation. Why not get married? Get a husband. But then again, even your husband is not going to validate you 24/7. Like, yeah, that's not going to happen either. You just need to be happy with yourself. Be happy with yourself. You don't need other people to keep telling you, you're gorgeous, you're stunning, you're brave, you're beautiful. You don't need it. I don't know. They claim bigotry to use as a shield from the truth. But did you see what the lady said to me when I told her, I don't think that we should lie. The woman does not look like Barbie at all. The woman is fat. Now, if I would have said this maybe 60 years ago, there would be no fight about this. People would say, well, yeah, she's fat. I mean, of course she doesn't look like Barbie. We know that. But in this world today, I got called, oh, wait, I'm excusing disgusting, victim shaming, victim blaming behavior. I'm a victim blamer. I'm just like the men saying that the women deserve it. I believe, and I'm going to go now, but I believe that elders told us these things as women for a reason, because they wanted us to remember how we are perceived by other people when we go out in the public. They wanted us to be aware of how we looked and the messages that we were sending to other people. One of those ways that they did that was trying to put some fear in us that we would get assaulted or something like that. And was it the best thing to do? I don't know. But it worked for millennia. It's been working that women have covered themselves in an effort to try to bring down all that sexual motivation, because women have a power. Women have a power when women, especially women who are attractive and, they have a power that they have this seduction, and men don't tend to have that power as much as women do. So this is why women are constantly told to be conscious of that power that you have, and don't use it when you're not ready for the results. Don't use that if you don't want bad results. I don't believe that that is victim blaming at all. I don't believe that it is cruel to tell a woman to be aware of how you're perceived, be aware of the messages that you're sending out. Yeah, exactly, Sapien. Men have a different type of power. Exactly. Men have a different power. But women's power, it can be in seduction, it can be in her nurturing, it could be in the power of persuasion. Women are very persuasive. But yeah, it usually works. That's what I was thinking. It does work. It worked for me as a kid. The only thing that I had when I was a kid, I had a dress that had a low V, and I thought I could get away with it. My I had a pin in it. The pin came out during the day. My parents saw me. They're like, "Why do you have your breasts out?" And I didn't. I didn't mean to. But I was like, "Oops!" And they're like, that's you. You just look what you're doing. And I'm just. But your parents keep you aware of how the messages because they care about you. And I'm like, if parents are expected now to not say these things to their children, they're expected to not say these things to their daughters because it should be the men controlling themselves and the women should be able to do whatever they want. Because if you tell a woman to cover up, then you are victim blaming, victim shaming, slut shaming, what have you. Do you not know that just because you are teaching your daughter that men are the ones to blame when it comes to these sexual assaults, it is true, the men are the ones who are responsible for doing what they do if they do that. But don't you understand that there is an also responsibility on us as women to not make that kind of environment, to do our best to stay away from that kind of environment of sexuality in places where it's not needed. Hi, Art of Will. How are you? You gotta fight with the feminist refrigerator just to get to the snack. I'm not even gonna try to interpret what that means. I'm just gonna move on with my life because if I sit here and think about what Will is talking about, I will stroke out. So I'm going to just let that be. But today, guys, I just wanted to have a short stream with you, and I want to tell you guys what's coming. I just went to go see the movie The Sound of Freedom last night with my husband, and I need to talk to you guys about that, but I'm going to leave that for a separate stream in itself. We might do this on Thursday or Friday. Probably not Friday, I don't know, because Samuel and Larry do their show on Friday, and I don't like to jump on their shows at the same time, so we'll see. But The Sound of Freedom, I saw it last night, and I must say that is a movie that you guys must go see. There's a reason why there are no commercials out for that movie. There's a reason why that movie doesn't need to be promoted on the big screen, but yet it's being promoted by way of ear. You guys, please go see it. Did it make me cry? It's a very hard thing to do because I'm a gangster, but yes, it did. I did cry. I did. And you guys know how I feel about children. You guys know how I am about it. You guys know my eye twitches every time we're talking about doing stuff to kids. I recommend the movie. If you guys have a moment, please go see this before it gets out of the theaters, because this is the time that we need to show America what we want as a society, what we want as Americans, what we want to see is that. We need to see things like that. And the more money that we put into that movie, the more it shows the government who's trying to hide it, that we know what's going on and we want to know. So please go try to see it if you can. It will not disappoint you. You will not be disappointed. So yeah, I want to exactly. I know, Fionn. I know the noses don't like that, but I tend to do everything that the noses don't like because I don't like them. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Good night, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And like I said, on the next one on Thursday or Friday, we'll see. We'll talk about the sound of freedom, because I want to go through that with you guys a little bit more. I won't give you guys all of the movie. I won't do that, but I do want us to speak about some of the things that were insinuated in the movie, and the fact that they went to the places where I lived. I used to live in Honduras and I used to live in Colombia. And the movie was basically from both of those places. So have a great rest of your week. I appreciate you guys for stopping by with me just for a little bit, just a little bit of a weekday get together. And I think with that, I'll yield my time. Have a good rest of your day, guys. Bye-bye. Thank you, Sierra. Bye, Artaville. Bye, Sukabelet. Bye, D-Day. Bye, Boa.